Enjoying the show? You can help others find it and enjoy it too by giving us a 5-star rating or review. If you feel like reaching out to us with a question or comment, you can send us an email at mywifetherd@gmail.com. And don't forget to visit our website at mywifethedietitian.com, as well as our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy the show. It's Rob and Sandra from My Wife the Dietitian, and this is Nutrition Nuggets.
Hey, Rob.
Oh, hello, Sandra.
Well, we're doing this. It's almost dark out, and there's someone got a high-powered lawnmower behind us, so we'll try to get through this.
Oh, no kidding. Who cuts their grass at 9:30 at night?
Well, in the summer, I mean, they're still
true.
light, so it's not summer yet.
Actually, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not tonight.
Yeah, this nutrition nugget it stems from a question I get from clients all the time about how to make their vegetables taste better. What can they use for snacks? And so we're going to talk about 3 healthy dips that are easy to make at home, or you can buy them made, but the ingredients are fairly simple, and making them from home is pretty easy, making them from scratch. And you've made all of these.
I have.
In the food processor.
And I can vouch for their ease of creation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's great for snacks. Generally, one of the snacks in the day is usually a healthy fat snack, and then another snack is more of a calcium-rich snack. So these dips actually satisfy both those criteria.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I mean, they're not all healthy fat and all high in calcium, but some of them are each of those. So we'll get into it in a minute.
Okay.
All right. So one that actually the only one you haven't made, or maybe you have, the tzatziki.
I tried to make tzatziki once. We had, remember, like, I don't know, it was like a year ago, and we had a ton of cucumbers.
Yes.
And so I just threw a whole bunch of them in the food processor and tried to make this tzatziki-like thing, but there's way too much cucumber, and it was just really wet, and it was like wet tzatziki.
You know why? You know, you have to grate them and then squeeze them.
The cucumbers?
Yeah.
How do you squeeze a cucumber?
Well, after they're grated, you squeeze them to get the water out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Squeeze them like in your hand?
Yeah.
Or is there a special,
usually with a cheesecloth, or just like you squeeze them so that like it drains the water.
Yeah, because I was thinking like if you cut up all the cucumbers, it just makes it super wet.
Yeah.
So, because, I figured there was something that was missing.
Or just a process that was missing.
Yeah, or draining it somehow.
Well, because you don't read recipes, which is cool. Like, you just kind of had cucumbers and garlic and
you know who else
lemon juice.
Doesn't read recipes?
Who?
It's the person who creates it in the first place.
Yeah.
So I like being that person. Right?
Yeah, the pioneer.
I am the pioneer. I'm the trailblazer.
Absolutely. Yeah, but other people have made tzatziki, and you have to squeeze the grated cucumber to get the water out so it's not so wet.
Okay. So I have to do the grating too? I guess
I can help out.
The food processor, I guess, and then you run it, you drain it off.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's good. And actually, that's the thing about tzatziki. It's very hydrating, because even with the drained cucumber, like using the cucumber, and it's Greek yogurt and garlic cloves, or like cloves of garlic and olive oil and dill and lemon. It's very fresh. Mm-hmm. It's so fresh tasting. And it's great for veggies, like dipping your veggies, or pita, little pita.
Mm-hmm. Chip things, or little bits of bread.
Yeah. And it's a high in calcium. It's because of the Greek yogurt. Right. You're getting a rich source of calcium plus protein from the Greek yogurt. And also, as I mentioned, it's like very hydrating, plus the probiotic because of the Greek yogurt. So it's got that active culture, and you're getting a lot of nutrition in tzatziki, especially if you make it from scratch.
Yeah. And
if you buy it in the store, it's fine, but just look at the ingredients and try to get one that's kind of close to homemade in terms of not a ton of
Extra
emulsifiers and, stabilizers and all those ingredients they might add to enhance the flavor or the
texture.
The texture, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. And cost-wise, those dips don't cost a lot, but for the same amount of money, you get way more volume doing it yourself.
Yeah, we had so much tzatziki when you made it.
Oh yeah,
it made
great. Like a salad bowl full almost. Like it was like, yeah. It was a lot. But, it's a good thing, especially for people who grow cucumbers or get cucumbers like in big quantities. That's a good use of those cucumbers. Well, that's what, they came with like a veggie box or like someone who grew them. Yeah, they gave us like 8 cucumbers or something. It's like, what am I going to do with all these cucumbers?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so great dip. Okay, that's the first one. The next one, what do you think?
Hummus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure. That's one you make fairly regularly.
Well, it's just so easy.
How do you make it?
It really is.
How do you make it?
The hardest thing about making hummus is opening the can. Seriously.
Really?
It is. I mean...
Or cleaning out the food processor?
No, because we have that special kind of rubber spatula, and that thing it's like a dog's tongue. Like it works like...
Well, we have that too.
Yeah, no, but that thing's a game changer because it just gets in all the nooks and crannies. Anyway, open the can, rinse your beans and chickpeas.
Rinse and drain.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the hardest part. And then everything else, you're just opening a lid and throwing it in the food processor.
So tahini?
Tahini or peanut butter works.
Yeah, that's right.
Lime, freshly squeezed lime or lime juice if you don't have lime.
Right.
Or lemon juice works too in a pinch if you don't have lime. But there's something sort of, I don't know, there's a slightly different flavor with lime. It makes it a bit fresher tasting, I find. It's maybe not as sour or something, but either works. What's the other? What are we talking about? Hummus.
Something
garlic. Garlic.
Yes.
So garlic puree or fresh garlic. Fresh garlic's a little bit more work, I guess, if you have to chop it up, but you get that punch of flavor. I don't find the garlic puree has that same kind of strong flavor. So if you like garlic, it's worth the effort at chopping it up. Mm-hmm. So a little bit of effort there, but and one what?
One more ingredient that's pretty essential.
Oh, olive oil.
You got it.
Yeah. And I think there's quite a bit of olive oil in it from what I remember because all the ingredients are dry. Mm-hmm. They're very dry. I've even added a bit of either mayo or sour cream to make things a bit more moist and mix and like pasty, or just lots of olive oil, I guess, too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So,
well, and one challenge that we have given ourselves recently is to include some sort of legume or lentil or bean daily, not just 4 times a week, but we want to try to eat them daily. And hummus is a good way because you got the chickpeas.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's tasty and it's just easy. It's not, it's your snack. Like you said, you're not like cooking a meal. It's just, there's hummus and some cucumbers and celery. There's my snack, and it's tasty and it's healthy and it's easy. Absolutely.
Any way to get your vegetables in a tasty way is good in my books.
Exactly. Another one that's like hummus, and this is...
Wait. Before we go to the next one. Sorry.
No, I'm not going to the next one.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, while we're on hummus.
Okay.
Hummus is just a bean dip. So if you like to experiment in the kitchen, just try making a different bean dip. Use black beans. We wrote about this in the newsletter last weekend. And
yeah.
Because you had brought home this amazing black bean dip. And it's very similar. I mean, you've got your beans, you've got garlic and lime or lemon, and I think there's some jalapeno in this.
Jalapeno.
It's very similar. But yeah, it's fun just to get creative with, different ingredients and experiment a little bit with different quantities of different parts and stuff. And
that's funny that you said that because it's actually written down the black bean dip, but it wasn't going to be one of the 3. But it's like the hummus, like you said, but it's different.
And I think I've even made hummus, like with all the hummus ingredients, but with like white kidney beans instead of chickpeas or something, because we didn't have the chickpeas.
Right.
So, there's no harm in trying different ingredients and seeing what happens.
Absolutely. Yeah. And why do we want to have beans every day?
They're good for you for a lot of
the
reasons.
Fiber. Yeah. Really good. Remember, like good fiber. You get some of those plant-based proteins. We have our dog and our cat, and they're kind of like
they're newly acquainted.
Yeah,
they've lived together for 5 years, but they're just actually like starting to meet each other now. So they're having this. They remind me of like boys and girls at like a grade 8 dance, where all the boys are like afraid to approach the girls, and it's pretty funny watching them.
Well, because we always thought that our dog would
eat them.
He's a big dog, and the cats are pretty small and timid. And anyways, they've all
put him in his place, though. He's pretty intimidated by them. I think it's funny to watch.
It's really funny, but yeah, the cat is kind of
you'll hear a lawnmower or cat in the background.
Socks is kind of growling a little bit, but anyways, okay. And the other thing with the hummus or black bean dip, if you're getting some plant-based proteins plus the healthy fats.
Yes.
So that's kind
from
of
the beans.
Yeah. And from the olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
True.
And the tahini is a sesame seed, right? So it's a really, really good for you. Like the sesame seeds. Remember when we talked to Amanda Archibald all about the Genomic Kitchen? That's her book that she wrote. Mm-hmm. And she does workshops, culinary cooking classes for healthcare professionals, and shows people how to use certain ingredients to activate their genes. And it's kind of like the food. She says the food is talking to your genes. So for instance, the tahini or sesame seeds and the chickpeas, that combination is so powerful. And it's like information for the genes, and it's really very healthful.
Yes. Yeah, it's a really good episode to listen to, because there's interesting information that's just not real common, I guess.
So I just listened to it the other day. It's amazing.
Yeah.
We'll do another Nutrition Nuggets, like a little recap of that one.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because the take-home messages are amazing. And we'll link that episode in the show notes of this one.
Perfect.
Okay, one last dip to discuss is...
It's got to be guacamole.
Of course. Yeah. Or like the avocado lime, it's called, and it's obviously guacamole. You make this all the time too.
I do, and I was going to say, if you want a super, super simple version of guacamole, you just need like a couple avocados and a fork. And you just throw it in a bowl, you add a bit of lemon juice or a squeeze of lime and mix it up, and that's it. You're done.
Totally.
That's
except the garlic.
Yeah, garlic if you have it,
or even garlic powder.
But it makes a dip with just, like the consistency is dip-ish.
Well, the millennials had it right with avocado toast. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. So everything else you're adding is just a little bit of extra flavor.
Yeah.
But you can just do super basic, and but garlic absolutely makes a huge difference. Either garlic powder, garlic salt,
minced garlic,
real garlic, some form of garlic. And garlic's super good for you too, so it's always good to add some of that.
We did an episode on garlic, so we'll link that in the show notes too, because garlic is an activator of the genes too. It's so good for you with the sulfur compounds. And the other thing, the guacamole is high in fiber, because of the avocados are high in fiber.
Right.
And potassium, which is something that we want more of, and the monounsaturated fats. So another healthy fat. And
is there olive oil?
No.
I didn't think so, yeah. You've got your
it's liquid, the avocado.
Liquid is from the
lime.
From the lime, yeah. And there's oil like avocados.
Exactly.
Have their own natural oil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are really...
And you don't need a food processor necessarily either for guacamole, because it's soft enough that you can just stir it up with a fork.
Yeah.
So that just saves a step too. You don't have to like get it dirty and clean and all that. And you want to make sure your avocados are the right ripeness.
Yeah, and a little tip with that is when you buy them, if they're rock hard, put them in a paper bag with an apple.
Mm-hmm.
And the apple has ethylene. It emits some ethylene gas, which helps ripen the avocado.
And just make a note to yourself to remember that they're there.
Right, so that they don't
Like, what's that smell?
Oh, that's right.
What's in this bag again? Oh. Right? Yeah.
That's right. Good. All right. Well, that's the nutrition nugget this week.
Perfect. If you want more great tips like that, check out our website. We've got lots of information there. We've got a weekly newsletter, like we mentioned, where we're giving out recipe ideas, weekly tips, information about all sorts of different things. That's a great thing to sign up for. It's free. You can join that on our website. It's mywifethedietitian.com. We love hearing your questions as well. We love answering your questions on the show. You can send those to mywifethed@gmail.com. That's our email.
I think those 3 recipes should be in the newsletter in the next few weeks.
That's a good idea. Well, I think we've done all of them in the newsletter in the past, actually. Maybe not the tzatziki. Maybe we'll throw that in there.
How about we'll do them again for the people that haven't signed up for the newsletter.
Okay.
So if they have signed up now, they'll get those tips in the future.
There we go. Or maybe we'll just throw them on the website. We'll put them out there for you one way or another. You can also find us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You can reach out to us there as well if that's easier. We love hearing your feedback one way or another. It's nice for us to hear your thoughts, hear what you think of the show, and it helps us keep things moving forward here. Also share with a friend. That is also super helpful. And I think that is it. We will be back next Monday with a full episode. So until then, have a fantastic, sunny week. Thanks for joining us today on My Wife the Dietitian. If you like what you heard, don't be shy. Leave us a comment or review, and be sure to share our podcast with your friends. If you'd like to hear more, hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on our social media pages for updates, episode trailers, and other odds and ends. For more info and links on what we discussed on today's episode, check the show notes. We'll be back next week with another informative and fun-filled episode.